Coming up on today's episode of the Space Update, just I, no Gabriel, talk about what's going on in space and telling you how it affects you. And hello everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of the Space Update. We've been on hiatus for about a month. That was because I was away, Gabriel's away. He's not going to come back, but I do have some good news for those wanting to see some stories from Gabriel. He's going to write a letter to me on what he wants us to cover, and what we're going to be covering today is a lot in space. So we're going to start out by last Sunday. Richard Branson went to space. Nope, he's not in space right now. He did not stay in space for a long time. He was in space for about 6 minutes. It was a suborbital flight, but he beats Jeff Bezos as being the first. Well, he was not the first, but one of the first millionaires to go into space. So this was Virgin Orbit's first. It was still a test flight, but it was their final test flight, and you know, the team did it great. It got huge media coverage, and I think it gets everyone excited for what's to go in space. And talking about the launch that's going to happen the 20th. Again, I'm not sure if we're going to live stream this. We've been very busy over the summer. Is Blue Origin. So Jeff Bezos announced that 6 people are going to space in the New Shepard. But who are the people? It's him and his brother. And now 2 of the other bidders have been told. It is a lady who is 82. She trained for Mercury 13, which was a mission that never happened. It was a NASA mission. Of course, they went into other stuff, which was better than Mercury. I mean, we went to the moon after all. But no, so she has been training her whole life to be an astronaut, but then the mission gets canceled. So it's still not 100% sure the details, but she wins the auction. Now, they also have don't quote me on this, an 18-year-old college student rocket scientist from, is it Denmark or Dutch? It's a Scandinavian country. And I think this just really shows that this really is the future. But again, these launches are not going to orbit. You will not be able to see them in space because they're only going up for 7 minutes. Now moving on to another topic, which does not go up for 7 minutes. It can go up for 7 years, is SpaceX's Starship. So SN16 was like SN15. They wanted to do another test, but they scrapped it. They're working on the Booster Heavy, which is the bottom stage. So if they put SN15 on top of BN3, that would be a normal Starship. Now they're planning on doing some static fires for BN3 because they really want to get full speed ahead. They say they're going to do a hypersonic flight test with the 2 stages in August. Again, I think the first test to space will be in November of this year. That's my opinion. But also in November, NASA says SLS is launching. I mean, the only company that can get when they're going to launch to space is Blue Origin because they have such low expectations. They have the budget, but they're not going anywhere. But yeah, that was my kind of rant. But let's move on to Space Bits. So the NSA or CIA or whatever government agency we spend money on launched a UFO report, which was basically the same as you see on CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. Yeah, like, you know, we see these UFOs, but, you know, we don't know what we're sure of. It's like, you didn't have to release it if you didn't know what it was. Like, the whole point for it to be unclassified is, like, we know what it is, or we are pretty close to knowing what it is, but who knows? Who knows about that? But for Space Daily, I'm Nathan. See you next time.